Mega Metagross was a fun day. It was a really good day in more ways than one. Listen to the video to find out more. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another video with Nufftingz on Nufftingz Speaks. Mega Metagross. Love that Pokemon. Beautiful silver when it's a shiny. Looks amazing. But as good as this was today, as much fun as I had, of course, it's Mississauga, so there has to be some issue. So we're going to get into the nit and gritty with this, right? I'm just prolonging so I can swear. I'm just joking. Okay, so here's what happened today. So I hosted a meetup today, right? But our ambassador made a return, hosted a meetup. Now, we're going to get into serious business here, okay? So I know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get, oh, you're just complaining. I'm not complaining, y'all. Whoever's saying that, like, get off my channel, bro. Like, seriously. Nobody is complaining. We're talking about what the fuck is going on. Like, I'm tired of hearing, oh, you're complaining. Bro, yo, we have an ambassador problem and we have a lot of issues going on here, and Nufftingz wants to speak on it. Oh, what are you going to do? Poke me in the eye? Like, dude, relax. If you don't like it, don't listen. I don't care if you listen or not, but I'm telling you the real because you want to hear the fake. If you want to hear the fake, then yo, get those silicone titties, bro, and leave me the fuck alone. I'm tired of this shit. Like, leave me alone with that, man. Like, y'all are crybabies that complain. Go away. You know, so don't make me make a video on you, homeboy. Comment section. Anyways, moving on. So I had to get that off my chest. All right. So today we had Mega Metagross Raid, right? It was good. I enjoyed it. He was hard to catch though. Like, this dude just kept breaking out of balls. I know what everyone's gonna say. Oh, this excellent throws. It was easy for me. Look, man, he was harder to catch than normal. So shut up, okay? Like, yeah. All right. So earlier in the day before the event even started, right? I was on Campfire. And someone sends me a screenshot of somebody who I've talked about many times that always glazes the ambassador, like hardcore glazing. Now, I hosted a meetup and so did the ambassador. The ambassador got 100 people that joined the meetup. I didn't even check after that, but I know it was like 100 this morning. Maybe it was more after. Which is cool. You know, you get the free stuff, right? That's, do you, whatever. So I don't join it. I've never joined her meetups because I want nothing to do with her. Now, in her general chat, the ambassador's general chat, right? There was a message, and I'm going to read it to you. Now, people might say I overreacted, but for some reason, this one bothered me because it's like the 30th one. Here it is, and I quote, "Make sure you check into the Metagross Raid Day meetup 5 to 10 minutes before the start of event. It gets you nice bonuses. Always check into official meetups. It also contributes towards your platinum medal for meetups. Non-official ones that are not from here don't get you anything, so avoid those." Okay, now, I read that and I was like, okay, yo, the constant shade that I get for hosting meetups and doing what I'm supposed to do because people are horn dogging for this ambassador is hilarious. When I say to you that she hosts 2 events a month at the most, I'm not making that up. Now tell me, how am I complaining? When you have your ambassador, tell me what happens with your ambassador. Comment down below. Tell me what it is. When you have an ambassador and the ambassador, like is in your community, you have an ambassador. I said that wrong. Yeah, you're in your community, you have an ambassador. Lots of you have two ambassadors, right? Does your ambassador not host meetups? Is that not the main thing they do? Like, they host meetups, right? Our ambassador does not host meetups. Now, yes, they hosted today. Yippee, hooray, blah, blah, blah. Okay, But that's the last meetup she hosted was Rookie Day, Community Day. Now tell me, go back in your Googles and see when Rookie Day was. It was like what, last month? And even before that, it was rare. Like you never saw her, right? Like she never hosted, right? Okay. She was here today. Now the rumor was, and I was told this from her, her bestest buddy, that she was moving to LA to be with her boyfriend. Cool. Good for you. Like, I don't have no problem with you and what you do in your personal time. But at the end of the day, you have, this is not your job, but you became ambassador. You were trying for it. You have a responsibility, right? And people be like, oh, well, they have lives. Yeah, nobody says you don't have lives, but you have a responsibility. Now, here's the thing that makes it even better. She's never told anybody that that's what's going on. She was here. Okay, and here's the thing. How long was Metagross today? How long was Metagross Raid Day? I'll let you think about it for a second. I'll wait. 3 hours, right? The meetup was hosted for an hour and a half. I hosted mine for 3. But I'm the bad person, right? Oh, you're talking bad. Like, okay, it was an hour and a half, right? I didn't even know it was an hour and a half. It was like at 4 o'clock when people were like, yo, she left. What? Where'd she go? It was only for an hour and a half. What? It was only an hour and a half? Why so quick? Like, they were like, yo, she did what she had to do and she left. I was like, damn, all right. And then I heard that people that got there at like 4, people are coming late, they missed it on the check-in check-in rewards because she was not there, which is hilarious because apparently, and I've said this before, when you host a meetup and you're the ambassador, you have to okay everybody that checks in, which I think is a silly thing to do. Like, you should just get the rewards automatically. Like, if that's true, I don't know. I'm not ambassador. I don't know. But if that's true, if that rumor that I've heard is true, that's a silly way to do it. The ambassador should not approve that. That doesn't make any sense. Like, what if the ambassador has to leave to go do something? So people are going to miss out on that because the ambassador had to go, like what happened today. So people came, didn't get their rewards. I'm like, okay, that's hilarious. But people were like, oh, well, you need to be our ambassador. Well, duh. Isn't that what wasn't that what I've been fighting for this whole time? They're like, they don't even care. Most people join, like, okay, for instance, last week, right? My campfire has 1,400 people, 1,410, I think it is, as I last checked 5 minutes ago. Hers has, no, sorry, mine has 1,414. She has 1,410. A week ago, she had went down to 1,360. Why is that? Because at one point she had the same old she has now, but people started to leave and go to mine because she was beating me by like 40 people. Like, she overtook because she's the ambassador. I don't expect her not to overtake me, but she decided to come back, and then everybody went back into her group just to do the check-in. I guess you have to be in the group to get the check-in, whatever. I don't know how it goes because I don't check into hers. But, okay. She left early, yet again. Also, here's the thing that really grinded my gears, okay? You know the ambassador banner? She had it attached to her pants and dragging on the ground when she was walking. Like, you know how it looked? Do you remember Captain Marvel in the MCU? And you remember how she had the little, looked like a belt thing and it was hanging off the side of her? That's how she had it. And I felt that was so disrespectful that you would have the banner just rubbing on the ground like that. And then I even said, because she had a purse with her, you're telling me she couldn't have folded it and put it in her purse? Like, I should have took a picture so I could show y'all, but then everyone would be like, oh, you're taking a picture of the ambassador. So I can't do anything without getting yelled at. But anyways, so that's what she did, right? Okay. Now going on to this guy and what he said. So this person I've talked about many times. I even have to like sit over and put my elbow on my desk so I can tell this story because it's a good one. Okay. Today I was very annoyed because everyone, not everyone, but people read it and then came up to me and started to say, yo, what the hell? Why is dude shading you? You know, what is wrong with him? Why is he continuously going on with this? And I was like, dude, I don't know, but I'm annoyed. And I'm like, yo, when I see him, I'm going to confront him. Like, I'm tired of this dude just hating on me for what, bro? Like, what is the problem here? You the same one that do weird stuff and people don't like it. Okay. So what happens now? I see him and like this is like way into it. It's like an hour in. No, this is like the time when we found out the ambassador left. So there was an event going on and they were giving out free Pringles. And it was like new flavors, like an Indian thing. Like, I mean, not native, but like Indian from India event. So they had lots of music playing. The food was bumping, whatever. The music was bumping. They were giving away free Pringles that were different flavored, like masala, like Indian flavors, right? Like it literally said on the Pringles, straight from India. And I was like, damn. I didn't really like them too much. They didn't like they tasted like eggs. And I mean eggs taste good, but it was like curry eggs taste and it was weird. And I don't know why it tastes like eggs because there's no eggs in there. It just had this weird egg taste. So it tastes like dehydrated eggs. It was weird. Anyway, so I see my kids go and get free ones, right? I get a free one, but I'm holding this free one. I see old dude that was talking smack. So I go up to him and say, yo, come here, bro. I want to talk to you. No, I don't want to talk to you. No, I don't want to talk to you. And he's walking off. And I'm like, dude, he's like, I already deleted everybody off my friends list. I don't want to talk to you. And I'm like, nah, man, you can't be talking smack and I don't say something to you. So I go up to dude now and I'm like, yo, let's have a conversation. Now, mind you, you've seen me you've heard me on Nufftingz Speaks. You know I got loud. That Jamaican came out of me so fast, bro, because I started to get real ignorant because dude was not listening. He's playing it off like he didn't do anything. It wasn't directed to me, whatever. But once you say something like, yo, forget about the other campfire. And this is the same thing I'm talking about even with the ambassador when she would say, don't join the other one. Go to Brampton or go to Toronto and go, far away to do your I sit at my table to do your stuff, right? Okay. So I confronted old dude. And the first thing he says to me is, if you hit me, I'll call the police. And I'm like, dude, I'm not hitting you. Relax. Like, what's going on here? And I'm telling you, he will deny this, but I swear to God, when I was talking to this dude, his teeth was just chattering. Like he was cold and it was hot like hell today. I don't know what happened today, but today was steaming. All right. Now, so we get into this argument now, right? And the first thing he starts telling me after, he was showing he was a chicken, he said to me, he's like, oh, you'll never become ambassador. And I'm like, word? And then I said something rude to that, and I cannot say it here, but it was pretty damn rude about an ambassador and his mom. So then he says to me, well, I know this because they've already checked you off off the list of ambassadors. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So we get into this argument, like this little yelling match. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm loud as hell. And the only person that could ever be louder than me is a Jamaican woman. Like seriously, like I'm loud. So, and the bass, it's like you shake the ground. So we get into this argument. I say my stuff. He says his stuff. He's, talking nonsense, he's trying to dog me, say you're never going to be ambassador, blah, blah, blah. And I don't remember the specifics at this point because there's more to this story. Now, that's what everybody saw. That was the argument everybody saw. And people were just siding with me because they don't like this dude. Like, they don't like him at all. I don't need anybody to side with me, but if you side with me, thank you. Okay, now, what happens now is that this dude had a woman saving him, like actually helping him. She's new when it comes to what's going on with the politics in this group. There's so much politics in a Pokemon Go game. It's wild. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it's like you want to get hit in the head with a sledgehammer, the way how it's just weird. Okay, now she's trying to save him and she's like, why are you so vulgar? And then this other lady jumps in and goes, yo, let Rob get it off his chest because this needs to happen. Like, this dude has been messing with people for too long and someone needs to speak up because nobody else will. Okay. So after the fight's over, I leave and I'm fine. I'm not mad. I said what I had to say and then I moved on and I gave my kids the Pringles and then told them, "Oh, go get go get your own because the Pringles are free." They're like, "Okay, Daddy," and they go and they get it, right? And then that was the end of it. Then we were talking, like making fun of it, sort of like, "Oh yeah, bro, like yo, enough. I heard you say this, bro. Yo, that was so funny, and that was what I'm hearing, right?" But then we get into more like of the situation where the ambassador leaves. The ambassador, um, people couldn't check in. Like it just went on to this. People were dogging the ambassador, and I was just like, I'm here for that because I'm not doing it. And you're hearing like even new people are coming up to you and saying, "Bro, you're doing such an amazing job hosting. Giving information. Like when in my description on the meetups, I put counters. I put all this extra stuff in there that I can actually. There's a limit in how much letters you can use, or characters you can use." And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much. At least someone, at least some people, not someone, some people think that I'm doing good because I'm trying to strengthen the community." Now, later on, after everything is done, it's like 5:30 now. Everybody's gone home, whatever. I see this dude with the same lady that was protecting him. I go up to him and I have a conversation like an adult, right? Like I'm going to say that I wanted to just make peace with dude. So I go up to him and I talk to him. Now, we have a good conversation. She was sort of the referee, right? I wasn't rude. I wasn't loud. I told him, I go, "Look, man, when you do stuff like what you're doing, glazing the ambassador who hosts one meetup every 3 months, and then you're dogging my meetup where we're trying to do stuff, it irritated me, right? And it's like, I've let you do this for months and months and months, and I didn't say anything to you. Now I say something to you, and you start bringing up, you'll never be ambassador. You should hope that I become ambassador, because y'all that are trying to get this medal are not going to get it with this one. You're going to get it. You'll get it eventually in 6 years. You ain't getting it now. Like, at least with me, I'm hosting me. I host raid hours. I host spotlight hours. I don't host max raids because nobody cares to do that out here. I hosted today. I hosted the Shadow Groudon both days. Kyogre both days. I host everything that is worth hosting, right? Community days, I host that. Whatever. This ambassador is not. They don't host raid hour. They don't host anything else. There was just this one. They didn't host Mega Camera Up. I hosted that. This was the only thing they hosted was today, right? And like I said, the last time, Rookie D Community Day, which I hosted too. Now, okay, so I'm talking to dude, and we get to an understanding, right? He's telling me his side of everything. And I'll be honest with you, and I'm going to get a lot of hate in my community. I sort of felt bad for him. Like, I felt bad for him. It's like he's getting bullied. In his eyes, he's getting bullied, right? And I felt bad for dude. I was like, man, maybe we could work on fixing this. And I even talked to him about the gym meta. I go, the gym meta is terrible out here. And he's one of the guys that's doing it. And he's like, "It's not me. It's a guy named Remedy." And I'm like, "Who's Remedy?" And he's like, "Some spoofer that's taking over gyms here and nobody can knock him out." No, then he's like, people knock him out, but then he takes it back over, la, 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 la. And I'm like, "Yo, can we get Remedy here?" He's like, "No, he's a spoofer. Nobody's ever seen him." And I'm like, "Yo, let's try to get him in like a conversation. Let me talk to him and say, yo, can we fix the gym meta? Like, you guys work it out. Like, certain days you have a certain color. Leave a day free for just random people to take over gyms, like kids that need to get coins, stuff like that." I'm like, we need to have a conversation and really fix a gym meta because it's a kid's game. Let everybody be able to get coins and to be able to do stuff, right? I'm literally talking to dude about this. And I'm like, you're one of the big people that do the gyms that take over gyms and whatever, right? And I even asked him about him getting rid of the gym. And he's like, it wasn't him, it was somebody else. Now, I don't know who, like, he never told me who, but he's like, he's not taking responsibility for anything. I don't know if he's lying, but I will give him the benefit of the doubt, right? Now, I then said to him, because he started giving me all this detail, like we're talking like full in-depth stories. And I'm like, dude, why don't you let me interview you on Trainer Tips with Nufftingz, my other channel? I'm like, let me talk to you, bro, and let's have a conversation, and I will ask you these questions, and you can speak your truth, right? He doesn't want to be on camera. But the lady, she was like, maybe you should go on and just talk, because the thing about that would be is that you would talk without people cutting you off. Like, you could literally speak your mind, and all people could do is pause the video. That's it. And I think it's a good idea. And I told him, I go, bro, we should really conversate, and I should ask you these questions. And what he was telling me in person would be perfect to tell online, to let the community know what's going on. And you could speak your truth, because from what I've heard, this guy is known in a lot of areas around here. I think even in Jersey, they know him. Like, he's known, like, well. So I'm like, dude, it would be perfect, because you don't talk. Like, he is one of the most quietest people. He will just be around and hide. And when I said to him, I go, look, when you hide like that and don't talk, it does look creepy. Like, people probably think, oh my God, he's in the bushes. Like, that type of thing. I'm not saying he never jumped out of bushes, because, like, that's hilarious. And I talked about this, and he's like, can you do me a favor? I'm like, what's up? He's like, can you take those videos off? And I was like, let me think about it, bro. Cause, like, I might have said yes, but I was like, dude, I don't know, man. Because, next thing you know, I delete the videos and it blows up in my face that you're actually doing this. But I'm like, dude, maybe having a conversation and you speaking your truth might be the good play here. But he doesn't want to do it. I told him, think about it, because he's saying to me that he doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want to get bullied anymore. And I'm like, I don't really see the bullying. I see people reacting to what you're doing. That's what I'm seeing. But what do I know, right? So I'm hoping that he will, conversate with me, and we could talk about this in more detail, and people can see, and maybe if it looks genuine, like, maybe if it's true what he's saying, people will see it and be like, yo, maybe this dude's telling the truth. Maybe he's not as bad as we thought. I don't know. It might have gotten so far that I can't save him, but it seems like a better choice to just let it be. And I told him, like, dude, just don't say any things to dog my channel, my campfire. Like, there's no reason that we can't have two ambassadors. If one is gone, which she's gone, we need a person that's going to do it. Nobody else wants to do it, so let me do it. I'm willing to do it. I'm actually doing it. So why are we stopping production? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to move on. We had our little ambassador. She had her fun. It's time to move on to the next big thing, which is Nufftingz. Anyways, that's my video. I don't know if there's anything more, but if you enjoyed this, like and comment down below. It's good for the algorithm. As you know, we need algorithm, right? Algorithm. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to comment down below and tell me your situation with your ambassador. Anyways, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.